Have you ever stopped to think that some things you consume or use daily might be frying your neurons at this very moment? That's right. There are common substances that seem harmless but are actually causing real damage to your brain, and you don't even suspect it. Stay with me until the end of this video because I'm going to reveal the 7 villains you need to know and avoid to protect your memory, focus, and mental health. Your brain will thank me. Before we jump into the list, let me quickly explain why this is so important. Our brain is like the body's supercomputer. It controls everything, from the way you think to how you breathe while you sleep. And neurons are the cells that make this system work, but they're extremely sensitive. When we expose the brain to certain substances, they can damage these cells, disrupt communication between them, or even kill off essential neurons. And the worst part? These damages are often silent. You don't feel them right away, but over time you might notice things like trouble remembering names, difficulty concentrating, or even more serious problems like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. Studies show that up to 70% of neurodegenerative diseases are linked to environmental factors, including what we consume. So, knowing which substances are harmful is the first step in protecting your brain and living a healthier life. Let's find out what they are. It's time to reveal the 7 substances that damage neurons and the brain. Get ready to take notes, or at least pay close attention so you don't fall into these traps. 1. Excessive alcohol. It's no secret that drinking too much is bad, but did you know alcohol is one of the biggest enemies of your neurons? Excessive alcohol is one of the biggest villains for neurons and the brain. It acts as a neurotoxin, meaning it directly poisons nerve cells. When you drink too much, alcohol crosses the blood-brain barrier and starts causing damage, like shrinking the hippocampus, the area responsible for memory and learning. Studies from Oxford University show that frequent, excessive consumption can shrink this region, impairing your ability to remember everyday things. Additionally, it disrupts neurotransmitters, affecting mood and focus. That extra drink might seem harmless, but it's a silent attack on your brain.
Hi, I'm John from the Life More channel, and I want to introduce you to my ebook, Aging with Grace. Do you want to age with energy, strength, and natural beauty without complications? Then this guide is for you. On the cover of the ebook, you'll see a confident woman lifting weights, surrounded by fresh vegetables. This perfectly represents what I teach. Simple exercises, nutritious eating, and natural habits to keep your body and mind healthy. For just $7.99, you'll get access to practical techniques anyone can follow, delicious recipes, and expert tips to help you live well at any age. Don't wait. Click now to download Aging with Grace and start transforming your life today for an amazing price of just $7.99.
2. Refined sugar in large quantities. Who doesn't love sweets? But sugar, especially refined sugar, when consumed in excess, causes inflammation in the brain. Despite being delicious, sugar is more than just a guilty pleasure. When consumed excessively, like in sodas, candies, and cakes, it causes inflammation in the body and brain, creating a toxic environment for neurons. Research from the University of California shows that sugar reduces the production of BDNF, a protein essential for forming new connections between neurons and keeping memory sharp. With less BDNF, you may struggle to concentrate and even increase the risk of dementia over time. The problem isn't an occasional treat, but the daily habit of consuming too much refined sugar. Cutting back is a favor you do for your brain. 3. Mercury, found in contaminated fish. This one's for seafood lovers. Mercury, found in fish like tuna and swordfish, is a heavy metal that accumulates in the body and attacks the nervous system. It can destroy neuron membranes, causing tremors, memory loss, and even permanent damage. The tip: choose smaller fish like sardines, which have less mercury. 4. Aluminum, from utensils and products. Ever used an old aluminum pan or certain deodorants? Aluminum can infiltrate the body and reach the brain. Studies are still ongoing, but it's already known that aluminum accumulates in people with Alzheimer's. No need to panic, but switching old pans for stainless steel or ceramic options might be a good idea. 5. Artificial additives, like monosodium glutamate, MSG. That bag of chips or instant noodles might contain MSG, a sneaky danger for neurons. Used to enhance flavor, MSG can overstimulate brain cells, leading to a process called excitotoxicity. It's like neurons get so excited they burn out from exhaustion. Studies suggest that in excess, it can damage brain areas related to memory and learning, and even cause headaches in some people. It's not about banning occasional snacks, but frequent consumption of processed foods packed with additives is concerning. The tip is simple. Read labels and opt for more natural foods. Your brain will thank you for the break from chemicals. 6. Nicotine from cigarettes. Smoking doesn't just harm the lungs, the brain suffers too. Nicotine found in cigarettes is a villain that goes beyond the lungs and directly attacks the brain. It reduces cerebral blood flow, limiting the oxygen and nutrients that reach neurons, which harms their health and function. A study by the American Academy of Neurology shows that smokers have up to a 40% higher risk of early cognitive decline, including difficulty concentrating and poor memory. Additionally, nicotine alters dopamine levels, creating dependence and stressing the nervous system over time. Every puff is a silent blow to your neurons. Quitting smoking or avoiding cigarettes is one of the best things you can do for your brain. 7. Lead from water or old paints. Lead is a hidden villain, especially in older houses with outdated plumbing or peeling paint. This heavy metal accumulates in the body and crosses the blood-brain barrier, interfering with communication between nerve cells. It can cause everything from concentration problems to severe damage, like reduced IQ in children and memory issues in adults. Studies by the World Health Organization warn that prolonged exposure increases the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Lead has been banned from many products, but it still lingers in old buildings. Using water filters and checking your home's paint are simple steps to protect yourself from this invisible enemy. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wow, I've been exposed to several of these things. What now? Don't worry. The brain has an incredible ability to regenerate, called neuroplasticity. Of course, severe damage is harder to reverse, but reducing exposure to these substances already helps a lot. Plus, eating antioxidant-rich foods like berries and nuts and engaging in regular physical exercise also protects your neurons. So the power is in your hands. To recap, alcohol, sugar, mercury, aluminum, artificial additives, nicotine, and lead. These 7 substances are like silent thieves, stealing your brain's health. The scariest part is that they're everywhere in our daily lives, often disguised as normal things. But the good news is that you don't have to be their victim. Small changes like reading labels, avoiding excess, and taking care of your diet can shield your neurons and keep your mind sharp for years to come. Your brain is unique, and it deserves this care. Why not start protecting it today? So what did you think of this list? If this video opened your eyes, or better yet, protected your brain, leave a like to help spread this information and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss more health tips like this. And tell me in the comments, which of these substances will you start avoiding now? I want to know everything. See you in the next video. Take care of your mind, and bye-bye.